Welcome back, guys, to episode 15 of our modded Carl Franz campaign for the Empire. Last episode, we had our first battle against Korn with Marcus Wolfhart, and we also took Tlaxlan at the same time. I'm excited to have some more battles against Korn. We have not spotted Skulltaker yet, so I'm getting getting ready for that, because he's definitely going to be scary. As far as our war in the Empire is going, we have pushed Vlad back a fair amount, although it looks like he's coming and going to take back more time, which is not great, but we wiped out the armies that were over here, and we're going to take out the Changeling next turn, because I want to get his defeat trait. But we've got some of our knightly orders going. This is Lord Voss. He's the Grand Master of the Knights of the Raven, which is pretty cool. They're excellent at fighting the undead. So he's got like some Blackguards, Knights of the Black Rose on foot, Knights Griffin. I'm really excited to use some more knightly order stuff. But where exactly, I'm trying to remember exactly where we left. I think we did that quest battle, or not the quest battle, the battle with Marcus Wolfhart, and then we're trying to decide what we want to do for the rest of it. We finished our technology going after the extra range and reload time reduction for our missile units. We're doing okay on our economy. We're barely in the negative now, but some of that will change in a little bit once we get some of these landmarks built. But Marienburg, oh, actually Marienburg, because we have our extra growth we can do with Open the Gates right now. I was thinking about saying it for Middenheim, but I think we'll use it on Marienburg first, because Marienburg can get a lot of money really, really fast once we get it upgraded. So we're going to do that. Get it to tier 4. We could finish upgrading the Knights of the Fiery Heart headquarters. This gives us, so right now it gives us leadership and weapon strength when fighting against greenskins, which actually might come into play because Skarsnik has actually become a very good threat. So upgrading it would give slightly more weapon strength when fighting against greenskins. It also reduces recruitment time for Knights of the Fiery Heart. And it also gives I might have to wait on that one. It gives another 5% upkeep reduction for knightly units. So we'll get to it eventually. But for our technology, we could do Guild Master Professors. That reduces construction on resource producing stuff. Reduce construction time, but income from province and capital settlement buildings. I think we're starting to use more cavalry, though. Let's get some fun cavalry stuff. So this gives missile resistant armor, leadership and charge bonus, vigor loss reduction and speed. This is the one we want, melee attack and melee defense. We'll start going after the charge bonus, though. Elspeth healing up a little bit after taking out Wulfric. Let's build this up a little bit with our extra growth. Do that as well. We can wait in Middenheim. Ooh, Talapine. Let's start taxing a little bit here. Do we have a growth building yet? We don't. I'll worry about that afterwards. Port Bad. Let's start taxing you. And Brass Keep, let's start taxing you as well. That should bring our income up just a little bit more. Let's level up our Jade Wizard. Try to finish off scouting. Theodore Bruckner. Piercing damage and reduce cooldown on your ability. Ooh, this is a ward save though. Ward save and ruined recovery time. Yeah, let's take that. Jabal Falk. Go for more income stuff.
I am Prince and Emperor.
I think we've pretty much moved everyone else that we want to, though. This Empire Captain, yeah, keep giving you more HP. I'm kind of worried about this spot, though. Because we have Vlad, along with this army, and maybe this army who will march, although they might go after Mordheim. Is there something good that we can give you? Although it would raise our... What does this army have? That'll let me better figure out. Okay, we have plenty of heroes. We have a lot of front line. We have some gunpowder. Let's get grenade launchers. They're great against the undead. I think that should be enough. Let's get him into encampment stance and put him a little bit behind the settlement, so hopefully they have to attack the settlement and can't attack him.
What does the Emperor bid?
Summon the Elector Counts.
Let's see what happens over the intern, because Marcus Wolfhart, I think, is still healing quite a bit. Yeah, we were going to wait to see what happens with this guy. Although we should look to see if we could use other things of our prestige, too. And I should have got rid of this guy, because he's not being useful anymore. Because our Unify Imperial Decree to confederate another Imperial faction should be off cooldown now. Oh, I forgot to move this guy as well. So we should be able to confederate either Balthazar Gelt or Volkmar. Okay, ooh, oh, it's actually Skulltaker too. He's got a pretty good army. Can't see what level he is, but got 2 Blood Reapers, some Chaos Warriors, 4 Exalted Bloodletters, 2 Soul Grinders, Blood Beasts, and in this army, this is the one we pretty much killed everything, but then a lot of the demonic units were able to come back. Get a heroic victory, but we lose 2 Halberdiers. If it's the Lizardmen siege map, I don't want to fight it because it's not that great. It's pretty much my least favorite map. Yeah, I hate this map. We'll take the auto-resolve. And we're going to go for the healing because some of these units are going to be able to come back. And we want to be ready for them and be able to take the fight to them next turn. I'd like to fight a battle against Skulltaker because that'd be fun, but with the army that Marcus currently has, we'd get owned because we don't have anything that can stand against Bloodletters, let alone Exalted Bloodletters. Okay, they besiege the settlement and push through. So we're gonna have to retreat. Vlad, oh, that sucks. Okay, well, goodbye. Goodbye, Siegfried. You are immortal, and luckily our engineer here was also mortal, but... Wait! He didn't besiege me. How did they get past me, then? Maybe there's just barely enough room to sneak by on this side, close to the mountain. Hockland, no. Well... Mount Skulltaker, melee attack for your army, and physical resist. Not that great for Wulfric. I actually don't mind losing that army because we were paying a lot for supply lines. Because we're making a lot of money, we just have a lot of armies. Let's use this. This gives 5,000 experience to an army.
What does the Emperor bid?
A lot of your heroes are immortal, so I don't think I need that. You guys are good. Maybe we'll do it to Marcus, because Marcus's army is not very high level. Although they just got a bunch from that battle. Let's recruit some units first, so they can get the bonus experience. Let's do Suitson's guns, and the soldiers of Ulrich get Frenzy. And we need a little bit more front line, so let's do that. And then we'll give them a little bit more experience with this. Oh, this is interesting. So you can use Sent Aid on yourself? Spawn a degrading army? We actually have a ton of prestige at the moment. Let's actually do that. That'll help us swipe out Skull Taker. Very interesting. Can we... Okay, we can't swap units between them. Okay, that's expected. Okay, which way do we want to go against Khorne, though? We'll have this secondary army go out this way and take these settlements, because these are minor settlements.
What does the Emperor bid?
I don't know if these guys will be able to heal. Okay.
I will marshal the
Yeah,
men.
these guys are going to take damage no matter what.
No
Because we cleared the corruption at the end of the last episode. Let's upgrade Marcus Wolfart's army first, though.
The best.
Let's do Emperor's Finest, Rally. What do we have that's close to rank 7? Our steam tanks are, but a lot of our range units are getting pretty close as well. Let's do... What does artillery get? Reload time reduction, and ammunition, missile strength for the steam tanks. We don't need that right now. We'll get the standard ground first. And this will benefit all these guys once they hit rank 7. Our Witch Hunter... Grim Resolve is pretty good. Let's get rid of this. Start getting rid of corruption too. Kalara, I don't need training because our Bretonnian Knight is going to do that instead, our Paladin. Reload time reduction during forest battles, that'll be good. Since we are fighting in Lustria, let's take the Arrow of Kurnos. And you have a lot of ammunition, so let's just take reload time reduction. You'll finish that. Lady's Mantle, Missile Resist. I don't need that against Khorne, so let's take the extra armor. Foe Seeker. You are going to take increased mobility. Let's get missile strength.
Marcus Wolfhard. It will be an honor.
Okay, let's scout up here, because this is Skull Taker's capital, which means it's most likely going to be very hard to take.
Monster Hunter. Captain of
So let's deal with this guy first. Oh, I forgot to put that spell resist banner on. Spell resist actually affects abilities as well, but it gives magical attacks, which actually might be really good to one of our steam tanks. Let's do that. We don't. Well, we get a little bit of heal.
Second chance. Take it.
Quick attacks.
Yes, General. Let's get this done.
Steam tanks are getting pretty low from auto resolve though.
Not a one of us.
Ooh, perfect vigor though. Awesome. Increased campaign movement range, reduced attrition. That's great for Marcus Wolfhard.
Marcus Wolfhard.
Now we'll get the bonuses for our artillery and steam tanks. Let's keep going after that
Marcus
corruption.
Wolfhard.
Time reduction. You can finish off training now. And we want to get missile damage so we can eventually get the Zufar's Pounders.
Marcus Wolfhard. Marcus Wolfhard. My arrow flies true.
You're about the best we can get you right now. Flaxland, let's it's gonna cost a lot to repair this stuff, but I think we're able to hold it now. Let's get a garrison just in case. Let's get this control going. Yeah, once we repair this stuff, we should be at the point where we're not taking enough control penalties to actually negative rebellion. I'm gonna leave this empty for now because I feel like we can spend our money better elsewhere.
To my men.
No! You stupid wood elves! That's my territory. Okay, well, you're dead. I don't know how good this guy's army is, though, because he's an ancient treeman, but Drake is up here. Do I want to do it right now? Why not?
Men, we must
Let's finish up the changeling first, though.
attack.
Call Franz. Let's take the money. So that's a fair amount. And to get rid of the changeling, we have to get rid of that. And defeat this last army, and that should wipe out his faction, hopefully.
Ready. No peace, just war.
Execute captives, since there wasn't a lot for... Come on, destroy him? No, he's not dead yet. Okay. And we got the greenskins coming in too.
How should we proceed?
Okay, can I fight Wood Elves, Norska, Khorne, Vampires, and greenskins at the same time? I think so. Let's just check. Okay, this army's actually not that bad. Mostly Fellbats. This guy should be able to deal with it, especially since he has a fair amount of ranged and anti-large stuff. You took my settlement. So you must die. Actually, is there anything we can do this first? Not really. Yeah, so you'll take Kemperbad. Karl Franz will start going after the vampires once again. Okay, this guy does have physical resist, so let's give magic attacks to the Blackguard. That lets them get through him a little bit easier. We'll send him to actually go... Well, he's actually better at fighting undead. What is his thing? It gives us... Oh, it gives him unbreakable in fighting against the undead. Okay. That's pretty good. So... Okay, the army actually did pull back. They didn't go after Mordheim.
So,
We can probably actually get Vlad. His army's not that great. He will get the settlement garrison to help now. But we should attack the army first and not the garrison. I don't need to fight that one because they shouldn't be... let's take the heal. There shouldn't be any army close enough to reinforce, although this one might be pretty close.
the Empire.
Good. Loot and occupy it, but this has a pretty good landmark. If we can keep it alive. But oh, it has a garrison upgrade right now too. Okay. Right now we'll just do this one because this gives a little bit of income. And I don't know whether this is going to get attacked. We'll wait for the garrison to replenish. We got the defeat trait from Vlad, which is very, very nice. Mootland. Let's start getting rid of all that corruption, please. Yeah, this guy's got awesome abilities to fight vampires. Flaming attacks and Strength of the Penitent. What does he have for an army? Mostly Empire State troops and then some... Let's get the Empire State troop stuff first. Then we'll go after some ranged attacks. Gold Wizard, start getting your unique Imperial College skills. Engineer, more ammunition. Guardian, that'd be great in Killing Blow. We kind of moved all of our units into this guy's army, and Siegfried was leading the other one, but he unfortunately got wiped out for now, so... Once we have another army to support, these guys will give up some of our heroes so we can get some more units into it. Our Witch Hunter, we've maxed out Cleanse Corruption. Let's start getting his ward save. And our Bright Wizard. Flaming Sword of Ruin. Oh, I guess all of your army has flaming attacks? Yes. So you should be okay though, but who are they at war with? They're only at war with Belagar, but they are allied actually. Oh, only defensive allies, but with Gorbad and Azag. So that means he's most likely coming to declare war on us. Unless he came up here to go after Fort Skull instead of going down this way. But do we want to absorb Volkmar or Balthazar Gelt? Because they're both pretty strong. Yeah, they both have 12 settlements. I could do Nordland too, though. I feel like doing Nordland, actually. Let's do Nordland. Yeah, that's... Although that might cause a rebellion in some places, but too late to stop it.
Gold wizard.
Okay, you have, let's...
Arcane master.
We'll have Elspeth and the Grandmaster of the Knights of the White Wolf up here, so I'm going to send... Actually, you have a... You're a unique character normally. But can we replace you with Toddy? Since we don't have another Grandmaster available. There's Boris. I think we have all of our Knightly Order Grandmasters recruited already. Yeah, so let's get Toddy. Since he's only level 4. Okay, better than nothing.
To strengthen the empire. Yes, my lord.
You guys are going to consolidate your forces so we can get one strong army. Okay, we want the halberds definitely. Let's give them the swordsmen. I don't really care about swordsmen. The ogre bowls are not great, but we do want to keep the man-eaters though. We'll give him the warrior priest as well. Crossbows. Do we want any flagellants? I guess we already have one. We'll be okay.
Mage of gold.
Right, and you're gonna come. You're gonna come after Draika, actually.
Your weapons.
Amethyst mage.
Yes, a sound plan.
Amethyst.
Okay, Dieterschaffen, though, we need to get some... Oh, they must have raised Salzman or sacked it, because it's pretty low tier now. That's not great. But we have all of Ostland, so we need to assign some elector counts. So this guy, as elector count of Midland, he gets Frenzy for himself, which I think he already gets. But he gets the Midland Rune Fang. Hey, Nordland, what do you get? You get income from trade, income from raiding, and Strider. Ostland, reduce attrition for everyone from Chaos Undivided Corruption. Cool. Melee attack when fighting Norska or War. Okay, this is... We want to move, actually, this guy over to Ostland, so he gets bonuses fighting Norska, because that's actually what he's going to be doing. So let's find him again.
Right.
And then Nordland... There's another great one at the moment. Yeah, we'll put Boris back as the Elector Count of Mindenheim, his rightful place.
Sigma's will.
And we'll do this one with... Siegfried, he's already...
On it.
Oh no, where is Siegfried? Oh, he's the Elector Count of the Wasteland. So we don't have anyone to stick in here yet, at least not a legendary character. But we'll put, for now, we'll put our Grandmaster that was with us at turn 1. I think his name... Actually, well, Theodric... See. No, Theodric Gauser. He's the normal one. We'll keep him there until we can replace him. Yeah, Boris, you're going to come fight Draika. I really don't like the buildings here, although this gives us another wizard. Well, we'll actually get some more once... Oh, I forgot about this army. Okay. Just a lord, though. So when this upgrades, we'll be able to get some more wizards. I'll leave it as is for now. I did not see all these guys.
Draken.
Okay, she can actually make it to this guy, although he's probably going to retreat. Oh, never mind, we're just barely out of range. Okay. Hopefully he does not attack this guy then. But that's about the best I can do at the moment. Lighted towers, Camperbad we can build up. Let's get some money going here. Talabheim should be safe as well. Beck is probably not going to be, but I'm going to save until we have enough growth for that. Her gig. Let's get growth. And let's start taxing you. Brass Keep. Upgrade that. Oh, never mind. That's too much money. I was going to get rid of this guy, though.
Your orders?
Let's see if we can make any more money through trade agreements or something. Yeah, let's start trading with Gelt. And Rotsman clan, great. It's going to be another couple hundred per turn. Military alliance. Ooh, Crone's down to 2 settlements again? How is Crone doing so poorly against Bellicor? He's lost all the territory we sold him. He's lost... I guess he has just not lost Gisoro yet, but... Okay. We'll leave it as is for now. With the rest of our money. Let's just double check and make sure I haven't... Oh, we haven't moved all the way. You're gonna come down after Averheim.
Summon the Elector Counts.
A ward save for...
I see no other option.
Our steam tanks might not be bad, but we only have one at the moment. We have 2 things of cavalry. Let's buff them. We can always respec and change our mind later. So most of you guys should be at the point where I can just leave you guys alone. You, however, let's do scouting, and then we'll do miscast reduction. Weapon strength for demigryph units, cost terror, which we don't have any of those at the moment, so let's do Hand of Judgment. I guess we have to do it to get this eventually, so we'll get that next time he levels up.
Bring me to my men.
I think we've moved everyone. Yep. Oh, we're getting a rebellion.
The Empire.
Oh, and I didn't do my my province bonuses for some of this stuff. Alright, for Wolfenburg, though, it's probably pretty safe. Let's get its gold mine. This is already fully upgraded, so I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to get rid of that one. Because we can get the Stubborn Bulls now, I believe.
By the comet.
Yeah, we can get... Oh no! That's something that we do need. We have one more Grand Master left. To get him, we have to... Oh, wrong one. To get him, we have to... I guess we have a couple of them left. We need to recruit 2 Knights of the Everlasting Light, which we can do now because they're Elector Count State troops. Lucini is still pretty far away, and then the Beastmen, we need one more battle somewhere, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. But 2 Knights of the Everlasting Light...
Here.
What are those guys good at? They have the trying to remember exactly. We'll give it to this guy.
What?
Oh no, it's Ostermark. Oh, okay, never mind. All right, we're good then.
Amethyst Guardian.
All right. Part of me thinks we may have a chance at killing some of these units, but they all have really high leadership and experience, and all of our front line is damaged, so they're just going to get ran over. Plus, all the demon units cause fear too. We're going to have to retreat. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to be great for us, because this army is going to be taking attrition no matter what, since it was a summon. But we did get a rebellion here in Tloxon. We can use him to take out that rebellion and then try to defend Tloxon if they try to push him that way. Marcus Wolfhart. He might be a little bit more useful. We might, because initially we were going to send him after the capital of Skulltaker's empire, but I don't think that's going to work out. Oh, he goes after Black Pit? Okay, do we want to do this? Because our units have a little bit of experience, and a lot of these units are actually large, so they're not going to be able to get on walls. I'm actually feeling optimistic, but yeah, let's fight this one, actually. We originally took the Black Pit from the Greenskins, and this time it's the Norskins coming around. They're attacking on two flanks, mostly cavalry on this side, although there are a few things of marauders and some berserkers somewhere, along with skin wolves, and there are some nice units actually. There's Fenrir, there's some Ogre Bulls, the Mistwalkers over here. We're just going to try to get a few shots off with some of our crossbows and the towers, and we are not going to want to fight on the walls, so we're going to pull them back eventually, but we are getting pretty good volleys. These Ogre Bulls with dual weapons, they still have 20 out of 24 models, but they've taken over half their HP's damage. On this side, some man-eaters with pistols are going to go after the gates. We did leave some halberdiers down there just in case, but our crossbows try to get some shots off on them. But the Martyr Horsemen on the Norscan side are trying to get some shots off into our guys. Luckily, our shields are protecting them a fair amount. Martyr Horsemasters, not able to do a whole lot, but these Skin Wolves, really terrifying unit if it can actually get into melee. So we're going to try to do as much damage as we can and kill off as many of these guys before they can regen all their health back. But we're guarding the walls with spearmen, halberdiers, and some swordsmen. On the far side, they have started to get onto the walls, so we're going to pull off them as soon as we can so we don't get caught, because they outnumber us by quite a bit, so we're going to have to use choke points and our towers to the best of our ability. So I've already got a couple of them building. Hopefully they can get some value, but Marauder Horsemen and Horsemasters taking a fair amount of damage. We focused most of our crossbows on the units trying to get on the walls, or the Skin Wolves. So these guys have basically been taking down my tower so far, which is pretty great. Over here, the Marauder Hunters getting into melee along with some berserkers coming in. These guys are the ones we have to worry about, because if they're fighting spearmen, they're going to do very well, because we don't have the offensive power to actually kill these guys, so they're just going to build up their rage, and they have frenzy too, so they're going to get very hard to kill. But over here, the Marauders have got on the walls. These Marauder Champions were our primary target with our crossbows and the walls, because these guys are just nasty. They have pretty good leadership. They're actually ranked 4 too, so they have a lot of extra leadership. 11 plus good melee stats, so they are going to be a very big threat if we don't take care of them. The Norscan Chieftain is on a chariot, so he's waiting for them to actually get control of the gates. Female Warriors going through that one. But we're going to pull back our swordsmen and crossbows and get them into a better position so they can defend some of our points. But over here, Marauder Hunters, these guys aren't the most dangerous ones, but yeah, the combination of these Berserkers are just going to eat through our Spearmen, so we're going to send over some other Halberdiers to have support them on that fight. Over here, these guys are doing pretty well against these Marauder Hunters. Halberdiers have significantly higher armor piercing, which isn't a big deal against the Norskins, but they have better stats too, so that'll help them out. These swordsmen are just going to keep occupying the tower, try to get these guys down as much as possible. Skin Wolves, we did lose control of these towers for a little bit, although it is coming back into our control. That was our primary tool to try to get rid of these things before they can regen too much health. We killed one model, but they should be pretty low. Norskins have started to move through. They're going to try to get some of our control points. We are not using any of our supplies to build barriers. We really need towers just to pick off as many of these guys as we can. But our crossbows over here are almost in a good position. They could start to shoot these Marauder champions in a little bit. They're hunters and javelin trying to get my swordsman a little bit. But over here, the fight in the walls is actually doing pretty good. It is worth it to fight these guys in the walls just so we can keep these towers shooting. Plus, climbing the walls actually does tire out the enemy infantry. But these Marauder guys managed to slip through the little gap they created and get on top of my crossbows, which is not great, along with some javelins. So we're going to bring over those swordsmen who are occupying that tower to come help them out. We do have the tower shooting a little bit, but we want to keep these guys healthy so they have as much ammunition to shoot as possible. The Ogre Man-Eaters about halfway through the gates, but we did get a fair amount of damage on them at the start. Skin Wolves finally starting to go down. They still have 3/4 of their models left, but they're just barely above 1600 HP. Most of the Marauder Horsemen have been knocked off the first time. Marauder Horse Masters are still up since they're a little bit more expensive unit. But we've chased off the Marauders. Crossbow's able to get out of the way. Some Marauders have come down and tried to start unlocking these gates, though, which is not great, because then they will start to try and filter through. So we're going to try to break these units off as fast as we can so we can go and plug that hole in the gate. Over here, there's Marauder Javelins as they try to make their way up. Going to start taking some damage. These other Spearmen try to come around and get this capture point. We have put a swordsman up here who can defend both of these points if they try to come up those avenues. But crossbow's doing pretty good, getting lots of good value. 1300 value. 1200, though those significantly less kills, but our fight on the walls has actually gone pretty favorably for us. They don't have anything else to throw at the walls for now. So those towers are remaining in our control. Skin Wolves got pretty decimated by the walls. Thankfully, they're down to 7 models, 550 HP. Hopefully we can kill a few more of them before they get in close. But now that the gates are under the Norskins' control, they are going to bring in the Ogre Man-Eaters with pistols. But we've dealt with all the Norskin units that came through, so our Spearmen are going to, or Swordsmen are going to try to get on them so we can keep them from shooting, because these guys do have really powerful shots. But we're going to target them down with their crossbows. Skin Wolves just barely get in, but they actually get routed off. So I'm very happy about that. We finish off most of the units that have been attacking us on the walls, although one of our Spearmen did get routed because they got 2 damaged. Over here, the Marauder Chieftains are coming up with a unit of Spearmen, going to try to go after our point. We have some Swordsmen to guard, but we're going to bring over our crossbows as well, as we really need to kill these guys before they get into melee, hopefully, because they still have 60 models out of 100. They have really good armor, really good melee stats, so they will actually survive in melee against our swordsmen, so we need to kill them with firepower. But crossbows doing some work. Ogre Man-Eaters still being pretty tough, though, even with the combined force of these halberdiers and swordsmen. And crossbow bullets going into them. They've held up pretty well so far, but luckily we did get enough stuff over here to support as their cavalry finally is able to get through the gates. We kept 1 unit on the walls just so it could keep shooting anything that retreats. Good Man-Eaters, yeah, man, I'm just very surprised by these guys. Even with like so much damage taken and their models being super low, they are just very confident. That's that extra experience and leadership coming in. Over here, we are getting a few shots in. But the Marauder Chieftain gonna push through these swordsmen. It's not a great matchup for us. We don't have any anti-large over here. So, gonna be bad, but we're just trying to kill those Marauder champions, get them gone for good, and then we'll focus fire on them. Ogre Bowls also coming back. Gonna come up these little alleyways, but we do spot them trying to come up. So we're gonna try to get some missiles onto them in the near future. This flank has pretty much been dealt with. Although the Skin Wolves decide to come back. Oh, they just shatter for good there. Great. Halberdiers had been chasing these guys off. These super damaged Marauder units trying to capture some of these points. They've lost most of their capture weight since all their units have been killed off, so we don't really have to worry about them. Towers will finish them off eventually. But our other unit of swordsmen did come up in time, and luckily they are providing enough of a block to keep this Marauder Chieftain from getting into our back line. So the crossbows can pepper him. They've actually gotten a lot of value. We did upgrade this tower into a cannon tower too, so hopefully that gets big chunks of damage out of them. But the Famir have finally shown themselves. They have pretty good miss resist, 45% miss resist, so it's going to be tough to take them down. But our focused fire on the Marauder Chieftain does a lot of work. Although we did get some friendly fire on our swordsman, but he's down to less than 1,000 HP. He's going to go back and probably bring these guys back. But the Younger Bowls, luckily for us, we're going to come up this way, but they decide to double back and come up the other way. Probably after that control point. But with this side dealt with for the most part, we are going to send almost all of our forces to go reinforce that side so we do not lose our crossbows, since they don't have quite enough melee support. But we kept some spearmen up here since these Marauder Berserkers want to come back. These Marauders with 6 models left. Trying to capture this, it's very, very funny. I'm surprised they're still there, but other stuff come for reinforcements. Ogre Bowls with dual weapons, getting shot to pieces now, but they are doing fairly good damage to our swordsmen. That is their bread and butter. Their anti-infantry with very high weapon strength. But on this flank, the Marauder champions just do not want to go down. 10 models left, but they still have 31 leadership. But the Famir, these are the big issue. They have 110 armor, very high leadership due to their experience because they're regiment of renown, so they get a lot. So, and the Famir just have a lot of miss resist though. Luckily, we are bringing up some Halberdiers who'll be there in just a little bit, but these Berserkers did bypass our spearmen somehow. But we'll notice that in just a second. This flank, again, these guys trying to come for smaller points. Towers will very slowly peel their health away. Marauder Spearman coming back, Chieftain coming back. He's almost below 300 HP. We did switch one of our crossbows over to try and get him for good because he's going after a control point up here. Since they do control the leadership point, they can go after this one now, but we have a tower there. Hopefully that's something to deal with it. Mir, though, now getting on some of our crossbows. We tried to keep them in melee just to keep these guys from pushing into our other guys in the back. Marauder champions, great weapons. Get some damage, but we pull our crossbows back because we have some reinforcements coming in. Spearmen, halberds, but the Famir are going to try to push in once again, get on our crossbows. It's a very, very close match. We are almost out of ammo with all of our stuff, but we have just enough leadership and ammo to put the Norskin army down and keep our fortress city. Ah! I'm glad we fought that. We killed pretty much everything, although the Famir were able to escape. And the Lord just barely. He's not going to have the strength to attack again, so let's take the money.
Greetings from
Lorn. No, what? Why don't you like me? I'm fighting all the people you dislike. Okay, Hawkland, we don't need fealty, so we're going to do nothing. We don't care about that anymore.
will marshal.
This guy, go take care of this Lizardman Rebellion, because it blocked the construction of my... What? Why can't you help? That's a bunch of bullcrap. Do I have to march you in order to get there? You're right next to the settlement.
To strengthen the Empire. Onwards.
There, now you should be able to help. Wait, oh, I should have fought that. That wiped out a lot of the garrison. Well, too late now. Okay, well, you're just going to get the settlement. If he wants to attack out over the intern, we can fight that if we think we have a chance of success. Or we can bring Marcus back up north, because I don't think we're going to be able to take Huatl. Huatl? Yeah.
For the Empire.
So what we're going to do, we're going to bring Carl Franz up in ambush chance.
Sir?
And this engineer is going to keep watch on Huatl.
Marcus Wolfhard.
Because this guy is almost certainly going to attack this with the garrison being wiped out and there only being this army in there.
Marcus Wolfhard.
So that could be a really, really nice catch against Khorne. This costs a lot. It only improves the income locally by 4%, so that's not worth it at the moment.
Prince and
Where did we
Emperor.
discover that trickster cult? There's 2 of them. 1,500? Sure. Sure. I just want to get rid of... Yes, there we go. Get rid of him for good. That way you don't have that Zinch corruption just building up forever. Okay, you are going to be useful fighting the undead. Averheim, you should be able to take without a problem.
Summon the Elector Counts.
So Karl Franz, let's have you go after the hard-to-hit settlements like Tempelhof.
Praise Sigmar.
So this guy can move after Grünstadt. Lord Voss will take Averheim, so Karl Franz, let's have you go into the Moot for now.
Sigmar forbids this. The nation call.
Not gonna let him occupy it.
Now,
Once we take Averheim, that'll be another Elector Count spot freed up.
as is my right by Sigmar's crown.
Okay, for now, let's get more blue line stuff. Because I want to be able to actually afford more armies, because our supply lines are super high. So it's like we have a lot of supply lines just because of how many different lords we have, but if we can actually afford to have them filled with armies, it'd be much better. So we need to get the upkeep production. Ulrika, actually, let's do increased mobility, because this guy does not have an engineer at the moment, which is probably something we should rectify if we have an empty slot somewhere. Okay. Nuln. This doesn't give any bonuses to Master Engineers. This does. Oh no, never mind. That's only artillery and gun units once it's leveled up. So, yeah. Castle Reichsguard, we get them at level 1. But our landmark is being built. And none of these give recruit rank for engineers. That's kind of disappointing. Okay, well, I guess we'll just get one where he's going to be close, which probably is probably our closest one. Range and Hawk's Precision is pretty good. Ooh, Disfiguring Scar is better, though. Reduce leadership for enemies on leadership is a huge deal. Let's upgrade this at Volkhofen, get a little bit more income that way. I forgot about this guy. Why are we taking attrition? Oh, desertion. Okay. I wish this guy was close enough to make the attack himself.
The Empire.
Let's march Boris down here so we can deal with Draca sooner than later. I think...
What does the Emperor bid?
We'll have this guy eventually go deal with them.
The graveyard rose.
Elspeth, I don't want to lose Wrecker's Point while it's being upgraded. And Fort Solus has its landmark being built in just a second. So we'll keep Elspeth around here for a turn. Yeah, even if we march, he's not going to try to attack us. So I'm just going to try to get as close as possible, so hopefully we can catch him next turn. Recruitment, we're not recruiting anything anywhere. Gold mine will be up in just a second. Well, I guess I need to see if I can actually make an attack somewhere to make some money.
Bring me to my
I
men.
may have already done all the attacks I can this turn. Yeah, so I'm going to need to cancel something so I don't
Yes, General.
What? The nation
take so much
calls.
damage. Or take so much
Now, at once, sir.
attrition from that. Wait on that one then.
Gifted tinkerer.
This guy can come. Yeah, I don't think the Wood Elves will be able to do anything down here, so. What about diplomacy? Can we make any money this way? Crone's about to get wiped out. Okay, that's the best we can do right now. So we need to get all of our Imperial decrees off of. Ooh, okay. We don't get the ambush, but that army is just so nasty because of all the leadership boosts for the demons. The problem is we're not. This is a field battle, not a siege battle. I don't think we're going to get a better shot at this though, so
I've got your back.
I'm willing to take the casualties for now. Let's take the money. He might unfortunately get a bunch of his units back from the Demons Reforged, but Katerin, nope. Which I'm surprised she hasn't absorbed the Rotsman's clan. I'm going to say, I'm curious whether the Greenskins will declare war on us in the near future. Sylvania's been dealt lots of big blows, so they shouldn't be able to recover. Oh, he's actually... Where did this army come from? How did you... Oh, I guess I forgot. The Wood Elves can recruit... Draca's faction can recruit a lot of units in weird positions. But that's great that I don't have to worry about that. Those battles. Oh, come on. Is that a attrition plague? Okay, it's not an attrition plague. Okay, that's fine. But that seems like a great spot to end episode 15, guys. We'll have some good battles next episode, hopefully against Vlad once again and Draca. We'll get some new enemies that we haven't seen very much. But we'll see you then. Have a great day, guys.